Are we back? Yep. Yep, we're good. Where is it? There's part 1 of it. So we are going to be watching both parts of it today. The TruBlu documentary. Let me just make sure my settings are okay, because, you know.
TruBlu is your home for all our news.
Holy crap, that was loud. That was loud through my headphones. I need to lower my frame rate while I am streaming. Let me put that back into play. I am very nervous to watch this. But I know it's very important. Especially when I put it on YouTube. Because, you know, it's important for viewers to understand what's going on with some of our favorite games, you know? So with that being said, I'm going to start this. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to start it.
TruBlu is your home for all our new sting operations, and we thank you for being part of what we do. This series is created as a public service to highlight the dangers that your children may face. If you're a parent or know parents who may benefit from this, we urge you to share it with them and help us spread the word. Thank you.
Yeah, you kind of saw the, heard the disclaimer thing. Hard to believe that it's about Roblox. Also, I'm going to be pausing it a lot, so, as for copyright reasons. Thank you, YouTube, for that. But, yeah. The views and opinions. The views and opinions expressed in this motion picture are those of individual speakers featured. Heroin and do not necessarily reflect the views of TruBlu. Factual Streaming Networks LLC and its affiliates. I forgot to put the captions on. Oops. This program contains graphic content and strong language. May not be suitable.
150 million people, some as young as 5, use Roblox every day. The wildly popular gaming platform is a multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company that creates an environment for endless creativity and the construction of online communities. Roblox boasts security measures to protect children with things like age verification and facial recognition, but investigations conducted by law enforcement and attorneys general across the country suggest it's not enough. Our investigation has uncovered thousands of claims of children being groomed and abused, sometimes sexually, online and in person after connecting on Roblox. And now those people are speaking out and demanding justice. Think of this as To Catch a Predator 2026. Same DNA, different battlefield.
TruBlu. Dangerous Games, Chris Hansen Investigation, Episode 1.
When I first started playing Roblox, I was like 8 years old. I was a little kid. I just thought it was a cool
That's up, guys.
little Lego game. And, I didn't really know it was programming and all that sort of stuff. But as I played more, I saw there was a
Hold on. It's lagging because I am streaming this. There we go.
Development side to it. And, it just blew my mind what you could make and do on that platform. And eventually it led me going to STEM events and meeting people who actually worked for the game in real life.
What really stands out about Roblox is the marketing. This is a company that didn't just say it was a fun game for kids.
I don't know.
It really sold the educational aspect of it. They had on their website, how is this game educational? And they talked about the MIT lab, saying that there was, all these different things about coding, and they can learn how to develop their creative skills.
Eventually, I ended up meeting a developer who was on the platform. He was a contractor for Roblox.
Most games on Roblox are great.
He was a very popular game developer on the platform. I loved his games. I was obsessed with him. So when I joined that server and he started interacting with me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is huge. This is a massive developer on the platform. I'm just a little kid. I'm 12. This is crazy. On the platform that I loved and, played every day, he started by showing me and asking me very inappropriate things.
The conversation between. Oh, let me let it do it. The conversations between Schlep and his abuser, shown here, occurred on Discord. Discord is an online communication platform for text, video, and voice and video chat, often used by gamers. In the following messages, Schlep is Maliboomer.
He would frequently try to expose me to pornography. He would expose me to gore. He would get me in private rooms with him and play pornography and be like, hey, isn't this cool? Isn't this, he would ask me inappropriate questions in voice calls if you know, just very graphic things you shouldn't ever ask a kid.
See why I put the disclaimer? Schlepp's abuser sent Schlepp a video of the New Zealand Christchurch mass shooting. I don't know what that is, but I know what mass shooting means, so. I saw the first part where the man walks in and I literally couldn't sleep. This dude's gross. Like I'm saying, around that area there has been tons of... Oh.
A lot of it was just like, it was psychological. Like when I would try to say, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this, he'd actually threaten me with like trying to find where I lived and like my family.
Wow.
And there was this one time I took a
Wow.
screenshot and it actually had like a little waypoint of where I lived. And he would constantly hold that over my head and be like, hey, I'm going to find where you live and I'm going to contact your family. So, I mean, it bordered on the line of just blackmail, like at a point, which just sent me spiral. I mean, that was really the worst of it. So it was horrific and it
going to
really
put more,
affected me mentally as I grew up.
disclaimers on this.
You know, it spiraled for years and it just, eventually led to a lot of depression, self-harm. Eventually it led to a suicide attempt. And there's a timeline where
Wow.
I did it and I wasn't here. And the scary part is there's a lot of kids who actually have done it. I didn't understand power dynamics or, just the that people would be willing to take advantage of people. I didn't know what predators were. I was a little kid.
I had kind of an isolated childhood planned by myself with my older sisters. My escape from it was just going on the internet, going on Roblox.
How old were you, Woody, when you first went?
Who's that?
Roblox.
Wait.
Sisters. Kind of an isolated.
The closed captioning is wardrobe. Oh, it's just another victim.
Childhood planned by myself with my older sisters. My escape from it was just going on the internet, going on Roblox.
How old were you, Woody, when you first went on Roblox?
10 or 11 was about where I started really exploring Roblox and started to get into it because I was a really big Lego kid. And this game was marketed to look like Legos. It seemed super innocent and it was all fun. And you could create things and you could be as expressive as you wanted. You could go on there and make spaceships, or you could make all kinds of stuff. And that was what drew me in. I loved it. It was so much fun for me.
You told your 10-year-old daughter you did not want her on Roblox.
Correct.
And she's a good kid.
Yeah,
But kids are kids.
right.
And she went on Roblox anyway.
She wanted to go on there because her older brothers on there, and she notices all the other kids on there. She snuck my computer and would get on it, like download it, and then she'll uninstall it so I wouldn't know she was using it. And then she also was using my iPad to get on there, and then would just take the app off so I wouldn't know. Someone approached her online, was like saying that they would give her free Robux, and he was asking for pictures in exchange for Robux.
Pictures of your daughter.
Yeah.
Nope, that's gross.
One of the things that we're seeing in our cases is that predators use Roblox's digital currency, which is called Robux, to get introduced, gain the trust, and eventually manipulate these minor users. So in essence, Roblox is providing predators with the white van and the candy to go ahead and target its user base.
In 2023 alone, Roblox flagged more than 13,000 instances of manipulative tactics such as bribing children with virtual currency to obtain. Nope. That's gross.
Really interacting with people I didn't know. That was kind of the root cause of where things started to spiral. So I would go on there and I would play these tycoon games or some of like the first person shooter games, and there were guys that were like really good at it. They played it like almost competitively. I'm like, man, these guys are pretty cool. It started off as kind of just a friendly, like, hey, you know, we know that you're younger, it's cool, you can still play these games with us, we'll tolerate it. They said they were 16, 17 years old, but quickly found out they were not. They were much older. And I would always try to talk to them too, kind of like trying to fit into their banter, but I didn't know half the things that they did. I was still innocent. Well, I didn't know too much about sex. I didn't know a lot of the things that I know now as an adult that are typically taboo, you know? So they're just talking about it in these chat rooms, in these groups, just openly.
You wanted to be a part of this group. These were the cool guys, you thought.
I did. I really wanted to fit in because personally, I didn't at school, didn't have a lot of friends. I was able to start talking to them in their own little off group chats that kind of led from Roblox onto these. And that's where they were kind of sharing, you know, pornography in these chats, and they were talking about it just so openly that I thought this was kind of a normal thing, like kind of the tipping point. You know, we started to go from just kind of innocence playing games to now we're full tilt on these guys talking about, you know, pornography or showing pictures and videos.
How did you detect that somebody was trying to exploit your daughter, then 10, on Roblox?
Where I was sitting down at the table and I started hearing my phone going off a lot. And when I looked at my phone, I noticed that it was a lot of messages. So I thought I was hacked because it was on Instagram. So then when I started reading through the message, that's when I realized that it's someone talking to my daughter. And he was saying all kinds of explicit things, asking her for certain types of photos. He was sending her things. It was disgusting. He had her moaning for him and sending video clips, and he just kept asking for clips of her moaning. He was asking her to stick several fingers in her, and she's like, no, I can't do that. And he's trying to coerce her to do that. There was some video where you could tell that he video called her quite a few times.
They asked me to send nude photos of myself. I told them no several times, and then they started to get rather aggressive with it. And it's like, hey, we're gonna kick you out of this group. You don't keep doing the things that we're asking. This is kind of where I met my attacker. Later found out his first name was Chris. I never got his last name, but he started talking to me saying, hey, you know, I understand you.
Why is it always a Chris? that does this stuff.
Don't want to do these things. Well, what? Just for me, I'll still play games with you.
Who did your daughter think she was talking to?
She thought that he was younger at first, because when I spoke to her, she kept thinking he's only 15. That's what she was telling me, and I didn't believe he was 15. I'm like, a 15-year-old wouldn't talk to you like this. No, because that sound like the stuff 15-year-olds, I have kids that age, they wouldn't talk like that, not like that.
It's like, hey, take a picture of your butt for me. I'll give you 100 Robux. I'm like, I did. There were a few times, probably about 5 or 6 times that I can remember. And he lived fairly close. Eventually convinced me, okay, come hang out with me. Let's play Xbox or something. And I was like, okay, that's a simple enough ask. I grabbed my controller. I'm like, sure. Came up and knocked on the door, greeted me. And at first I thought, okay, who is this guy? This is an older man. I came inside. I'm like, all right, where's Chris? I'm like, I'm here to play games. I tried to introduce myself. Woody, I'm here to play with Chris. We talked, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm here, I'm him. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, you're an older guy. And I kind of questioned that. I'm like, why are you're not who you said you were. You're an older person. And I asked, I was like, oh, I thought you said you were 17. And he's like, oh, I had to say that they said moderation or something like that. He's like, I can't play with people if I say I'm an older guy. And over the kitchen, I noticed he had pornography playing on a small TV. And I was like, okay, it's very strange. And then he's like, oh, you want to play games and stuff? I got my setup in my room. I was like, oh, okay. So, of course, just kind of following back there. I was innocent, had no idea what was going on. Started to put 2 and 2 together, and it really kind of spiraled when I went into his room, and he said, oh, he would be back. He comes back, and he's not wearing pants. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, hey, why?
Okay.
Why are your pants? He goes, oh, I'm just getting comfortable. And I'm like, okay, that's a little too comfortable. And it's really when he started making advances on me, getting real close to me, saying like, hey, I'm comfortable. Oh, you did turn this on. You turn this VHS, just playing a pornography tape. He was like, do you like it? I was like, yeah, I mean, just scared. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to agree with it so he would leave me alone. As close as he was, he just kind of reached down and started touching my genitals. And in that point, I just kind of froze. I remember the sensation of getting the goosebumps. Like he just touched me and just goosebumps all up my back and my arms. I told him I grabbed real quick. I mean, I came to my senses just for a second. I pulled my pants back and I was like, can I go to the bathroom real quick? Because I kind of mapped out the house when I was walking in, and the bathroom is right next to a side door. And I just left my stuff. He's like, yeah. He's like, sure. Oh, he's like, okay, do what you need to do. He's like, but come back. I said, okay. I did not come back. I went to that bathroom. I didn't even go into the bathroom. It's right out the door.
I was working that day. It was February 26th. My daughter came into my room while I was working, and she looked like she was about to cry. Like, it looked like she was holding it in, right? And I saw Daddy texting a girl on Roblox. My heart sank, obviously, and I was like, because I've been through this before with him. Like, he's been unfaithful before. But I approached him, and he was in the kitchen, and he was on his phone, and I said, give me your phone. And then he was kind of hesitant, but then he just handed it over. And all I saw was him complimenting her, like, you have a beautiful face, I'm bewitched by your face, and then that he can't stop thinking about last night. So I was like, what happened last night? He did not want to tell me anything about her. As the night goes on, I lock his phone so he couldn't go in and delete anything. He had another phone. So he got the other phone, and that other phone had Roblox on it, and then he sent her a message, and I saw it come up from my end that said, unfriend me, I'll explain another day. She unfriended him, so then I couldn't see the chats anymore. This is Roblox. Like, who is this person? How old is she? And that's what made me suspicious, is he was like, I don't know how old she is. And he like stiffened up. How old did you say that you were? And then he was like, oh, 19 and over. And I was like, you're 29 years old. So why are you saying you're 19? Is it because you're talking to a child? And he was like, I wouldn't do that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna refriend her. So I added her from his account. And then When I added her, she immediately added back. And I put, how old are you? And then the message said 15 with a bunch of question marks. So I was like, you're talking. Oh, I'm gonna start crying. Sorry.
And what did that indicate to you when she said 15, question mark, question mark, question mark? It's almost as if she was saying, well, you know I'm 15. I've told you this before.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So right after I saw the messages that said she's 15, I got sick. I vomited and I couldn't even stand up. Like, my legs felt like noodles. And I was like, I'm gonna call the cops on you. I'm gonna report you for this. Like, you're not gonna get away with talking to a kid, especially like this. He's like, no, like, don't call the cops. You're gonna make things worse for me. You're gonna make things worse for us. So I called them immediately.
The following are real messages exchanged between Melissa's husband and a young girl. All of these conversations are on the platform. Wow.
I ran to the gas station that was over there. I was over my shoulder the whole time looking like, I don't want this guy to follow me. I'm scared. And then my friend came and picked me up. And with that, as he was message after message after message, I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna come find you. I'm gonna tell your parents what you did. I'm gonna do all this.
How long did he continue to harass you after his sexual assault?
Probably 2 to 3 months after.
Did you ever report this guy?
I didn't. I was terrified. I didn't even tell my parents. I just wanted the whole thing to be deleted out of my memory. I wanted it to be gone. I didn't want anything to do with what had happened because I didn't want that to, and I started to understand what had happened to me, what actually happened, and I was like, I'm not gonna let that determine everything else for the rest of my life. And so I had been dealing with it for years. I kind of pushed it under the rug and pretended it didn't happen.
Did you tell your parents about this?
Honestly, I didn't. I was very embarrassed to tell my family and my parents about it, even after I got out of the hospital. You know, I was telling them little bits and pieces, but I never gave them the full picture. And after that, my mom reached out to Roblox, and, you know, I was in the hospital over this, and she reached out to Roblox, asking what's going on. It felt nice to actually have supportive parents that really wanted me to do better, and they saw something was clearly wrong.
What kinds of things was this man saying to your daughter?
He wanted her to call him daddy. So she was saying that a lot. He was asking, like I said, he was asking her to put 4 fingers in her vagina. He was like, it was so graphic, like commenting about her body and stuff like that.
Who does that to a 10-year-old girl?
A monster. That's the only thing I can even describe it as, just a really sick person.
You always hear about these predators on TV. And then once I realized that I've been sleeping next to one for the last 12 years, I don't think I'm ever gonna be the same again.
After all the grooming and abuse that I went through, I created like a new channel. It had nothing at all to do with like predator catching or anything. It was actually just an innocent little gaming YouTube channel like you'd see all across YouTube. And I became very successful on that. I was receiving tons of emails from kids. Hey, there's a predator here. There's, bad people here. And, this game was just a normal sandbox game where you can build whatever you want. How are there predators on here? So, I eventually created Schlep, and it just started out as a normal YouTube channel and related to Roblox. And I mean, the messages were so overwhelming on that channel. And it got to a point where I was just like, I have to look into this.
She's actually one of our decoys. An account created by my group, Rogue Catchers, to expose predators preying on people within the Roblox community. But the story I just told you, it's real. I just said, I can't wait to see you soon. Same. I have it all planned out. Oh, and the first thing he said was totally censored. Oh, it's gonna involve you using that mouth. I'm just getting so hard just telling you stuff. I haven't done it in so long. I can't wait to ruin you. Oh my God.
I've caught loads of predators on the platform, but I've gotten 6 of them arrested in real life. And these arrests have ranged from child pornography charges to these predators to online solicitation.
When you conducted these investigations, tell me how it worked.
So we would create accounts on Discord and we would join these communities. They were called condo communities, and condos refer to Roblox sex games. Now, how these games are totally graphic. They are just straight up pornography. Roblox does take action to some extent on these games, but Roblox is in a game of whack-a-mole with Discord, where pretty much what happens is when these games get taken down, these communities on Discord will just instantly re-upload them. And on Discord, in these communities, they have a channel called Partners, where you can look for a partner to do stuff with. We'll just create an account, you will just say hi in it, and we'll get flooded with messages, just absolutely bombarded with them. And we have had 6 child predators reach out to us on these accounts, and we never engage sexually with these people. They are always the first to make sexual comments. We never, are the ones to further on these sexual chats.
All Discord and Roblox conversations shown our friend Schlepp's investigation.
They are specifically trying to initiate sexual conversation with what they believe are minors. And when the chats continue, we have a criteria. They have to tell us, I want to meet up with you in person to have sex. And that is only when we will even consider starting a real life meetup confrontation.
Explain to me the relationship between Discord and Roblox.
Roblox actually owns a bot on Discord, so they're directly integrated. If you go onto Discord, you'll see Roblox connections. On Roblox itself, they allow games to link Discord servers right underneath it, which has led to real-life abductions. I sent a message to the Roblox that a predator who I got arrested and charged in real life, he was back on the platform. And mind you, this guy was 22 and he tried to meet up with a 13-year-old in real life.
Right.
Then I sent the CEO on Twitter a message. I'm like, this is a child predator on your platform. We tried to go ahead and send messages to your support ticket. This is what they're sending us back. And he blocked me on Twitter.
The post I got blocked over was calling out Roblox for refusing to ban a 22-year-old. That word, you guys can read it. Who planned to meet a minor through Roblox and was later arrested after we set up a real-life sting. Even after blocking me, they're still letting him actively play on the platform. I've been
This video isn't going to be your typical video. This video is actually a call for help, and I need everybody to share this video. The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation because I catch predators on their platform.
I got 6 arrests of child predators within their community, and this is how they thank me.
There were protests. This was a really big thing last year.
Give me a sense for the response you've gotten.
Since this whole thing blew up, it's just been overwhelming. People saw this not as, oh, Roblox just terminated a person. They saw this as a literal act of war.
One headline said, Roblox goes after...
Sorry, I can't keep that serious. A literal act of war against Roblox and its community.
A content creator, you, and people are pissed.
When this news first broke, it was trending on Twitter for 3 days straight. I mean, it's been a mind-blowing response, and it shows people just are not okay with this at all.
We couldn't be prouder to represent somebody like Schlepp, who has treated the situation with a tremendous amount of maturity and has always kept the interest and the safety of Roblox's users at the forefront of everything he does.
They told parents, this is safe, safety is in our DNA, we have state-of-the-art technology. There's competitors that had age verification technology many years sooner, and they lulled parents into a false sense of security, and horrific things happened, devastating consequences, lives were destroyed.
So you essentially launched your own investigation. You took over the communications with this man, this predator.
Yes.
And he thought he was talking to your daughter.
Yes.
Take me inside the conversation you had with him.
Well, he kept asking for photos, and I had told him that I couldn't send him anything right now because, you know, I'm with my mom, but I would talk to him and back and forth. I wouldn't send him any like video clips, but I just kind of like dragged it out. I was trying to get him to video me. When he videoed me the first time, then I had heard him and cut the camera off because I was trying to get my daughter to like look at him while I screen recorded him on there. But he heard him and shut his camera off. But I just continued talking to him just to keep him interested. And he just kept asking for photos. The same day I did that, I went to the police station with my phone and contacted the sheriff about what was going on.
Yeah.
Case came my way because the mom audited the social media that her child was engaging in, and she found it. She immediately reported to law enforcement, without her caring about her child. If she would have, for instance, had the mindset that my child has a right to privacy and this will make them sad if I am looking through their things, if I'm looking through their chats, if I'm looking through their phone, her child would have probably sustained more mental injury than she inevitably did from what already occurred.
What happened from that point when it was turned over to the sheriff's office?
A significant open source intelligence investigation, more undercover work on my part, and then significant liaison with authorities across the pond.
So then they show up, 2 cops, and I have his phone, and I'm showing the cop like the messages, and then I guess she gets suspicious and she unfriends him again right in front of the cop. And then he witnessed the messages just disappear. The other officer that was talking to me came back in. He's like, yeah, he admitted to it. I mean, he admitted to saying he wanted to perform oral sex on her. And then I was like, okay, well, are you gonna arrest him? Like, hello, you just admitted it. You have the proof. And then they were like, well, the problem here is that we don't know who she is. So yeah, he thinks that she's 15, but what if it's like a 36-year-old woman? It's probably wrong, but at that point, that's when I decided to take matters into my own hands. And I had his Roblox login information. So I was like, I'm gonna try to find as much evidence as I can. So I logged in his Roblox account. I added her as him. Immediately she accepted the request, and then she started saying like, what do you want? I had to go to the hospital because of what you did to me. And then I was just sending like a heartbreak or like a dot just to keep her there as long as I could so I could get screenshots of what he was saying. So I saw her real name in the chat and I was like, okay, so now I know where she's from. I know her name, so like that narrows it down, and I'm gonna try to find her so I can give it to the cops. With those messages, I contact the detective again and I'm like, I'm gonna send you more screenshots. I did. I went kind of crazy and I was like, I need to find out who she is. Basically, one night I went onto Roblox and I looked at her profile and I was like, how can I find out who she is? Like, what's her last name or anything like that? So I looked at her friends on Roblox, and then I found one that had a real name. So then I went onto that person's Roblox, and then they had friends too. And then of like 3 of them had real names instead of like a random username. If I can find one of these people on like Instagram or TikTok, then I can like see if all of these friends on Roblox are also their friends on TikTok. So I can see like, okay, like maybe they go to the same school. So the first person I found on her Roblox account, I found her on TikTok. Then I looked at her followers, and then I found the other mutual friends from Roblox. When I went to their TikToks, they all had their schools in their bios. Hey, maybe this girl goes to that school. So then I made a fake Instagram account, and then I saw that the school had an Instagram account. So I was like, maybe this girl follows this school. And she was. She was the only girl in that whole school with that name. She's exactly how she described herself. She's the age that she says, she's in the same state. So I was like, well, I don't want to just go to her and be like, hey, I'm the wife of this person. Like, please, like, tell your mother what happened. I found her on Facebook, but all her stuff was private. So I was like, okay, I need to find her mom. So when I clicked on her cover photo, there was like 7 likes on it, and 2 of them were girls. And I was like, okay, this is probably her mom or her grandma. So then I messaged them and I'm like, hey, like, are you this girl's mom? And the messages just never went through because I wasn't friends with them on Facebook. And I looked up the mom's name, and then I found her number. So it was like 4 hours of me just like going crazy on my phone trying to find out who they were, and then I found her number. So then I sent her a message, and it was an iMessage, and I was like, hi, my name's Alyssa. I need to talk to you about, I think this is your daughter, like I need to talk to you about her. And then I explained pretty much the entire situation, and it was her mom. So I was like, thank God. Couldn't believe it. She said she felt sick. She asked for proof of the screenshots, which were really graphic. I sent everything to her and I was like, this is your daughter's Roblox account. She's like, that's my daughter's Roblox account. So I was like, thank God I found you, like, finally.
This message is for Chris Hansen and his team. My name is Alyssa Veloz, and back in February of 2025, I caught my husband grooming a 15-year-old using Roblox.
What has been the reaction to you going public with this on TikTok?
I received a lot of support of people saying that I did the right thing by going to the cops because his family was mad. What was I supposed to do? Like, sweep it under the rug? Like, that's not a secret that I'm willing to keep. So hearing so many people be like, you did the right thing, he does deserve to be in jail, people do deserve to know who he is, I felt validated and I didn't feel so alone anymore.
Hey, Suze. How you doing?
Chris decided to confront Alyssa's husband at his job. Oh, so literally goes to the thing. Oh, okay.
Hey, Suze. How you doing? I'm Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
I'm a reporter, and I'm working on a story having to do with adults grooming kids on Roblox.
Okay.
And I think you're familiar with what your estranged wife has been saying.
Okay.
What happened in that case?
I really don't want to discuss that right now, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been...
His first name is Jesus. Oh dear God. Seriously? Seriously? That's the husband's name? Nope. He should be ashamed.
I'm going through a lot.
But you see why we'd be interested in this.
Oh, yeah. It's just I keep getting harassed by people I don't know.
Now, who's harassing you?
I have no clue, sir. A lot of stuff gets shared on social media. I'm just trying to provide and pay bills.
Right.
Pay my mortgage. I don't have social media to really know exactly who, but people even here at my job come and ask me if I'm so-and-so, and I've never seen them in my life, but I figured it's got something to do with what's being shared.
What's being shared is that you were on Roblox and you had a sexually charged conversation with a 15-year-old girl.
Right, something to that effect.
And I can share this with you. You say you're fire. My tongue on that area will have you screaming.
All right, I'm
not joking, girl. Taste you really nice. Your lips be hugging me really tight.
Y'all have a good night, sir.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Jesus?
No, sir. No comment.
Okay. Well, thank you for stopping. I appreciate it. Well, you heard what Jesus had to say. Clearly, he knew exactly what we were talking about.
At least it's not the pronunciation.
Indicating that even people here at work have been approaching him about all this. But as for now, he's done talking.
This call will be recorded.
So what happened? How much did his wife tell you?
Alyssa sent me some screenshots. Okay. She had advised that this interaction had taken place on Roblox back in February. Right. From what she can account for, it was only that month, and that she was being groomed, and her husband lied about his age of 29 to being 19.
Correct.
She said that he can't be arrested until all of this.
I have a victim.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So how old is your daughter?
She's 15. I was wondering if, as a parent of a minor, it's something that I could take care of, or if I'm actually going to have to get her involved with this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would need the forensic interview, which would get which would get her story of if she decides that she doesn't want to say anything to the forensic interviewer about the incident, then I can't do much about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
All right.
Even
Yes.
though she's a minor and I'm her parent, and
Correct. I would need her to make the outcry.
what if, okay, so she didn't want to speak about this, which by the way I think is so backwards, because if you guys got the screenshots and the proof showing the interaction and she sits there and says no, that's essentially a lie.
Right,
And
but
that's
the
purgatory.
Roblox, yes, the Roblox doesn't indicate
Oh
her
my
actual
god.
name.
All their
Mhm.
privacy apps. Okay,
Right.
I understand. I see how it can get really all over the place.
Right.
Where does the case stand now, as far as you know?
The most recent update that I got was a month ago, and the mom reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know my daughter went in and she finally made her statement tonight, and yeah, she wished us well, and she said, I hope that this can get solved."
On January 30th, 2026, Jesus Zeringa was arrested and charged with child grooming, a third-degree felony.
There should be a higher felony than that. I don't know.
How can this happen on a game that is
here,
designed for children?
Unfortunately, these predators are really clever with the words that they use. They know how to get past the filters that Roblox is supposed to have in place to prevent things like this.
It sounds like, in some ways, Roblox is a playground for predators.
And this is something that has been going on for years, but has only been getting horrible, just totally disgusting in the last year and a half. I mean, it got to a point where every week you'd see on the news just a new abduction, you know? And I've never seen that ever with any video game in the history of video games. Like, I mean, some of these cases are just so horrific. And it blows your mind how, you know, in a lot of these instances where they're starting off, how are these games even being allowed to exist in the first place?
Did that say Diddy Party? Wow. Nope.
You can just cuddle up, and if you want to be a little bit touchy, I'll let you take the lead for that, okay? I just wish I could have you in real life, you know? If you passed your test, if you want something more than kisses, like, do you want to have, like, maybe a little bit of fun, or if you know what I mean, maybe. I don't want you to be uncomfortable or anything, you know? How about it?
I can tell you that these crimes, our children are being victimized regularly.
Wow.
To an extent that we could not investigate them all.
And this is just Marion County, Florida.
Correct.
So if this is happening in Marion County, Florida, what's happening across the rest of the country?
I've been to numerous conferences where I speak to people from, you know, the entire United States who do the same job I do, and they're experiencing the same thing.
There are no geographic boundaries or limitations for a predator on Roblox.
There's thousands, if not tens of thousands of victims. It's really scary to think about.
That's crazy, and that's just in. I think he said that's like just in the area, that county alone. The number's probably way higher than that.
We know that this has been a problem. We've got cases that involve allegations dating all the way back to the first year that Roblox was launched.
Sadly, that was, what, about 15 years ago, and it's still happening. These different cases and stories popping up so similar to mine, and it's heartbreaking, and then it kind of bothers me as a parent because I have 4 kids. How am I going to keep my kids safe if I couldn't really even protect myself? A lot of the big reason why I peel my kids away from really any online interaction, and it's hard for me. It's very hard for me as a dad because I can be the biggest and strongest guy. You know, I'm a Marine. I'm sorry. But I can't protect them from the internet.
They could be doing so many more things than just letting these victims basically pile up every single day, because I'm sure that there's more victims than her, but it doesn't seem like they're doing anything to stop it. And that's why I was trying to make it really clear. They don't have to be vulgar. They don't have to cuss to groom a child or to say sexual things to a child. Like, look at what he was saying. Look at what he was able to get away with. My daughter obviously knows what happened, and I feel like she feels guilty a little bit because she is like the one who told on him. So I think she struggles with that a little bit, but I remind her, like, you pretty much saved this other little girl and you have no idea. Like, you literally stopped her from being harmed further. I was really unaware that there was even a chat. I thought there was like a public chat in the games, but there's private chats too. And as soon as you're friends with someone, or as soon as your child is friends with someone, which easily happens if they're in a game together, they add each other, they can be having a conversation. And I never even knew that that party chat existed. So if I was unaware of it for all these months and I have kids and I was checking their apps, like, look what had to happen for me to realize how dangerous it was.
Alyssa's husband has been charged with child grooming. Yep.
Yeah, he stole her innocence, you know, and exposed her to a whole world of things that she shouldn't even, you know. The stuff that he was saying to her, I was uncomfortable with it if a man would have said it to me. And I'm 41, and I would have been,
wow.
I was uncomfortable even having those things said to me, you know? So I'm just disgusted by it. And
I wonder what Supermom would say about this. Possibly after the stream, I'll collect her and we will watch this again together. Because, yeah, there's some things.
I'm hurt because I tried so hard to protect her and not have this happen to her, and it happened anyway. You know, I know how hard it is and how this affects you because I've been abused as a child. So having this happen to her, even though it wasn't physical, is just almost as if I was reliving it all over again, you know? And I really tried to protect all of my children from ever having to experience something like that. So, and I know for a fact that it just doesn't go away like that, you know, because it's something that you don't really understand at that age. I just want her to go back to being an innocent little girl, really. I know I can't have that, but it's wishful thinking.
The man who abused Emma's daughter has been charged and is being prosecuted in the UK. That's good.
It changed everything. I mean, I would say my innocence got stolen from it. You know, I had no idea what any of that stuff was until I was shown it.
I think that's all of like victims. Their innocence just gets stolen, you know? Schlepp's abuser was never charged as well? Come on. I'm going to read this. As parents and caregivers ourselves, child safety is a top priority. Every decision we make, while no system is perfect, we continuously strengthen Roblox with layered protections that go beyond the basics, from blocking user-to-user image and video sharing to filters designed to prevent personal information sharing, to age checks that limit kids and teens to chatting with others of similar ages by default. We aren't just building a gaming platform for others. We're building a community where our own kids play and connect. And our commitment to safety never stops. Bull crap. You don't even have age check until Schlepp got banned. And it just made things worse. There's also a part 2 that we'll watch. Is that all? Oh.
People too. Rejected as countless. Schlepp has really taken on this role that he is a spokesman for countless other people that have been exploited, that have been sexually abused, that have been subjected to sextortion. And so his mission is to help those people too.
Roblox's statement on vigilantism. Basically, their opinion on Batman. No, this is supposed to be serious. Come on. Vigilante behavior is not permitted on Roblox because of the potential harm it can cause to others, both on and off the platform. This policy aligns with law enforcement best practices, which warn that it is dangerous for untrained individuals to intervene on their own, and that such actions can jeopardize official investigations. Concerns must be reported through proper channels so that law enforcement professionals can conduct a thorough investigation and take necessary action.
I just want to keep talking about these issues.
Is this your mission now?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Roblox was always bad. So I don't think it's necessarily a thing of it getting worse. It's a thing of everything coming out at the same time.
We are seeing cases come into our firm every day. This is the tip of the iceberg.
I created a little fake account and I looked at some of these communities and I was blown away.
That was episode 1, guys. I'm going to also pull up episode 2. Where is that? Let's first let it buffer. There we go.
TruBlu is your home for all our new sting operations, and we thank you for being part of what we do. This series is created as a public service to highlight the dangers that your children may face. If you're a parent or know parents who may benefit from this, we urge you to share it with them and help us spread the word. Thank you.
I already read this during the first part. All individuals shown are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So, don't go harassing people. Please. Thank you. Roblox. And immediately I get hit with an ad.
You. Just.
At first glance, it looks like harmless fun. Millions of kids logging on to play, create, and connect. But behind the bright colors and playful avatars, there's a different reality, one most parents never see.
Yep. Hopefully I don't need to censor this for
And now it seems not a day passes on social media without Roblox being connected to another alarming case.
The number of survivors out there is monumental.
So how did a platform built for children become a place where predators can so easily find, groom, and exploit them? This isn't a series of isolated incidents, it's a pattern repeating over and over again.
I'm a victim of this platform. The reason why I do my work, it's deeply motivated in my own personal trauma, and Roblox has tried to not only silence me, they have tried to totally suppress the work that I'm doing.
Yeah, that is part 2.
After years of investigating child predators, one thing is certain, they adapt. As technology evolves, so do they. And so have I.
TruBlu. Investigation, episode 2.
What do you think happened?
I was talking to a kid when I really didn't know if it was like somebody who was under my age. Some things have been said, and
Where were you talking to him?
I believe on Roblox.
How did this case first come to your attention?
I received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Roblox reported him for suspicious activities that were occurring on there.
So Roblox filed a report, and that tip was directed towards you?
Yes.
Wow, Roblox actually did something great for this case.
This was an individual who was almost systematically looking for children and trying to exploit them. He would establish age, he would find out how old they were. He would say, I'm this age, is that okay? Sometimes it would be his actual age. Typically it'd be a year or two older than whatever they said. Once they said they were okay with that, he would begin to talk about pictures, kind of see what you're wearing. And then he would get into, you know, can I see dirty pictures is the wording he would typically use. Though most of that happened on a different platform.
Where would he go after Roblox? Discord or?
Discord. Because on Roblox, you can't share media. I mean, you can still upload media and put it on a wall in a picture frame, but you can't share it in a chat form. You can't have a video call with someone. So they were having chats with people, determining their age, so children, and then trying to move them off platform and talking about sexual topics.
We have cases of abuse, exploitation, extortion, grooming, and in the worst instances, sexual abuse, horrific kidnapping and sex trafficking that is attributable to Roblox and to another app called Discord.
In the cases that we've filed so far, we have in Iowa a 13-year-old who met this super predator from Tennessee who pretended to be a kid. This is just this past year, 2025. Groomed her, showed up outside her grandmother's home in West Des Moines, Iowa, kidnapped her, trafficked her to Tennessee, and raped her.
Seriously? This is what I get for watching it on YouTube. But I also do not have a subscription to TruBlu, so.
When I read these stories, I don't know if I'd say flashbacks, but it's just like very eerie similarities. A lot of the predators that I'll catch, it's just all I can make is these comparisons to what happened to me when I was a kid and what has happened to all these other people.
Sexual abuse, sexual exploitation has lifelong consequences for the victims. This is something that has to be taken seriously. Has to be taken seriously by Roblox, has to be taken seriously by legislators. That's really just what we're dealing with here. That's why we're fighting so hard for these people. The Louisiana Attorney General filed a lawsuit just recently.
Roblox knowingly and intentionally fails to provide notice to parents and child users of its extreme dangers.
Among the first, if not the first, Attorney General in America to file a lawsuit against Roblox. What motivated you to do that, to take this action?
Well, initially, I think what drew my attention was just some information that I had been exposed to that showed the kind of experiences that were being promoted on Roblox without any real meaningful restrictions for children. Things like a public bathroom simulator, or P. Diddy, houses, and that's just two examples, that I think were disturbing. So 60% of their user base, which is over 300 million, are children that are 16 and under. 40% of their user base are children that are 12 and under.
And now they're the #1 online gaming app, but at what cost? At what cost did they become the #1 online gaming app?
It's a result of heavy marketing about the safety and educational quality of this game. Not a single warning about the risk that users as young as 13 and in many instances younger could be introduced to adults at all, let alone adults who are predators.
I think that any app who is marketing to kids has a higher responsibility to protect those kids. What I saw with Roblox was not only were they not keeping the promises that they were making overtly to parents and to kids, but they were doing the bare minimum, if that, to actually protect kids. When you only have 3,000 content monitors for an app that has 320 million users, 80 million a day, that's almost non-existent.
Yep.
We think that there's going to be many other states that are going to file suit.
We're announcing a landmark lawsuit against Roblox.
Nebraska Attorney State General. Oh, okay.
Roblox game has some experiences there that are definitely not appropriate for children.
Oh, wow.
Paxton says the platform has become a digital playground for predators.
For its knowing failure to protect children from the darkness
that lurks on its platform.
Very ill-intentioned adults viewed this site as a way to get access to kids.
Companies like Roblox have become breeding grounds for predators to get to and have access to our kids.
Why have you focused
there
so
more?
acutely on Roblox?
Well, I think as public officials, our #1 duty is to protect our kids, to leave this country better for the next generation than we found it. And you see predators going after kids in so many new ways today as technology has advanced. Roblox, based on our investigation, has operated and made a lot of money while knowing that it's the breeding ground for child predators.
Your investigation is not just a civil matter. This is a criminal investigation.
That's right. We began a civil inquiry many months ago back in the spring, and the information we uncovered revealed such gross neglect, potentially at the level of no
David Bazuki's going to jail.
knowing predatory practices are happening and ignoring it. But if that is taking place, they need to be held accountable.
Yep.
They have provided a platform and a place where child sex predators can find children, they can find each other.
Simulated interaction. You want some? Yeah. No, I don't want that.
It often begins with something that seems harmless, an in-game message, a friend request, or an offer that's hard for a child to refuse.
Add me on this so I know this all.
The conversation moves quickly off platform into private channels like Discord, where there's little oversight and even fewer safeguards. What starts as a simple exchange can escalate into coercion, manipulation, and exploitation in a matter of minutes.
Nope.
Not only can they groom them for their own predatory purposes, but they can also groom them into sextortion schemes. We've seen that happen too.
Is Roblox responsible for this if it is just the meeting place and the illegal activity ultimately takes place on another platform like Discord?
Roblox is facilitating the meeting place. So, you know, they are very, very much a part of the problem. It's not any different than if we opened a public park and said, come on in, sex predators, we've filled this park with children. You can come and interact with them, and then we'll have no meaningful protections or restrictions from you picking somebody off and taking them somewhere else to abuse them.
And that's where in Florida, you know, we've seen people start to groom kids. They start asking for pornographic content through these applications. They start to threaten other, young kids if they don't cooperate and continue the behavior, that they're going to do things to expose them. And then in the worst of cases, they schedule, in-person meetings or learn about where, personal locations are, and that's where you see the worst abuse. We've seen actual sexual assaults of kids that originate through communications on the platform.
Oh.
What was he asking of these children?
He was asking for them to create child sexual abuse material for him.
Child porn?
Mm-hmm. He asked at least one of them to sexually abuse a younger sibling, and then directed them to take a video of it.
And he was able to convince children to do this sort of thing?
The messages said that he was successful in convincing them.
How many children do you believe were victimized by this man?
I I can't even ballpark it for you. I can tell you that he estimated that it was several a day. And based off of what I've seen, that is not unreasonable. Several a day for a year.
So hundreds, potentially.
I believe that that would be a reasonable estimate.
Probably.
Detective Austin, Orange County Sheriff's Office. I wasn't trying to do anything bad. I think I was just like...
I mean, Christian, I'm going to be honest with you. Telling someone to have their child sibling ejaculate inside of them, that's doing something bad. So I don't think that that's believable or fair for you to claim that you weren't trying to do something bad. And I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be condescending, but I think it's important we are clear in here. My partner back here, Camacho, he works for the Department of Homeland Security.
So 10 years and above?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you feel, now that we're talking about this, how do you feel about that sexual desire for a 10-year-old, for an 11-year-old?
I understand it's wrong, and I thought since I was like still a minor, I thought it wasn't gonna be like, I wasn't gonna have I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know it was gonna like lead to this.
Well, did you think when you turned 18 in a few months that you would stop?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna stop eventually because it was a habit.
Have you tried to stop before?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe you would have stopped?
Like, I would have, but something like inside me just like kicked in and made me wanted to do it again.
You understand that what you're describing is an addiction.
Someone who has a sexual attraction to the violation of innocence and to having innocence violate other innocence is someone who has no business being free in our society.
Christian Scribbin has been charged as an adult with directing a sexual performance by a child, utilizing a computer to solicit a child while misrepresenting age, and unlawful use of a two-way communications device.
This is a game here on Roblox. This is called Romy. This game is based off of something called Omegle, which was shut down for child exploitation. It was sued out of existence. But then it was remade onto Roblox. And it should not surprise you what would happen. So this is our decoy account. We'd hop in, right? This is a random account. We just write how old, and super beautiful. Yeah, he's asking if I swap pictures. So that's to trade nudes. Yeah, I mean, we have so many instances of this.
And the status of this game now?
This game actually did get removed, but it was actually only taken down by the developer because of how many bad actors were playing it. But people have recreated it. Actually, just today, here, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. So this is the new game on Roblox that emulates this. I had some people show me this. I mean, this is literally the interactions. It's called Row Social, right?
Row Social.
It's the same game, but this is on the game right now. And this is what people have shown me. Stranger, hey, hello, how are you? Want a duck? So Roblox is allowing these games where anonymous people can talk with strangers.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's the #1 place where you find child predators.
So where you have 8, 10, 11-year-olds on this internet game communicating with strangers, not realizing that they're significantly older adults, that makes the application very dangerous.
We'll send Roblox some of the most horrific instances where, for instance, we got a guy here in Chicago. His whole plan was to drive 12 hours to have sex with this, what he believed, I think it was 13, with this 13-year-old. We confronted him in person. He was arrested. He was charged.
Don't buy groceries this week until you hear this. HelloFresh is offering Canadian residents 5 free HelloFresh boxes to test. The only catch, not all postal codes are eligible. Tap the button below to see if your postal code qualifies. You have nothing to lose.
Oh, great. I think that just got me late.
We sent Roblox all the information, and I mean, he had horrifically groomed what he thought was his kid.
these people, they're super predators. When they're dealing with, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids, they know how to get information from them, coerce them. And you can just imagine thinking about having your child at the park, a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12, 13-year-old, speaking to some 37-year-old.
What kind of games have you played on there? Like, I've played a few.
I just mostly play obbies or tech hands.
I had a friend, and then I don't know how I kind of found their furry tycoon games. I was playing that for a while.
One of my online friends were playing a furry game. It had weird stuff in it.
Oh, weird stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like a game I'd be interested in seeing. With you.
Do you like furries?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I would say. I don't commit to, becoming one. I don't know, but I'm into it.
That's the thing about it, these people they're trying to look for someone to play Roblox sex games with them.
There's bedroom experiences. There are avatars who can all get naked and interact with each other and engage in sexual conduct, and there's no meaningful restriction for children, and that's what really was alarming to me.
I just joined the server. ABC to trade sus pics, girls only. ABC for a girl down to do anything on Roblox only. I'm going to be silent probably the whole time. C for girl. Do I have to take clothing off? Oh my god, did you see that? Editor, go back on that. Oh no. This game has 6 million visits.
Crap. Oh yeah. Oh!
I just joined another one of these games. The first message I see is, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? Private chat for snappy, girls only. ABC for Snap. If you don't know what that is in reference to, that is in reference to Snapchat.
Oh.
So these here are rooms that you can buy to do weird stuff in. And there's inappropriate
Holy
animations.
crap.
Room 14 for sus. Oh boy. Alright. You better talk. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please shut that door. I'm gonna try glitching my camera in here. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. What is going on in here? I just saw probably about 10 different Roblox accounts going to town. Oh my god, how is this on Roblox? What is this game turned into, bro? I just missed when it was just a blocky game. Where the top games on Roblox were Murder Mystery 1.
Yeah, it's a positive game. I remember when Roblox got hacked, when a Roblox game that I loved playing at the time. Got hacked and to one of these games.
If you go into a condo on Discord, how does that then relate back to Roblox?
These servers are dedicated to finding and joining condos on Roblox. they will advertise Roblox games that are inappropriate within their servers. So
on Discord.
On Discord, yeah. So anytime Roblox takes action, they click a button, a new game's already up on the platform. And this is all being facilitated by Discord.
So are the condos on Discord or Roblox?
They're on Roblox, but Discord is where they're like meeting up.
So the activity on Discord and then it moves to Roblox.
Yes, a lot of times it does. Yes. I mean, these are Roblox users. They send us their Roblox accounts and we just take a glance at it. These people are a lot of times talking to minors. They have communications with other kids.
Ooh.
And it's just something that became more and more common. And I eventually had to create binders, literal binders, and send that to their brick and mortar location in California.
Yeah.
One of the things we keep seeing, and it happens over and over again, is that when a game on Roblox is identified as being exploitive or inappropriate for children, that game is removed, but it appears again with a slight change in the title or the graphics. And so what you have is essentially the same inappropriate exploitive game coming back to the platform. And so these creators are sometimes very clever at circumventing the efforts in place at Roblox to keep them off the platform. And it's frustrating. And kids continue to have access to this stuff.
One sec, guys. Just. But yeah. Okay.
I created a little fake account and I looked at some of these communities and I was blown away. I mean, there are people trading and exchanging child pornography for Roblox's currency.
Oh. That's not a very good thing.
I'll report literal child porn rings where predators are distributing, like they are called map communities on the platform.
Minor attracted.
Yeah, minor attracted person, yeah. You're writing, I'm trading little boy photos, and you go to the comments, all that, you know, in the description, you report that.
That's gross.
And it's openly available and accessible. You can go on groups and you'll find these people. They were saying, hey, I'm trading, I'm selling for Robux.
It's astounding. Roblox has a direct financial interest in every single transaction in which Robux are used.
And a lot of these arguments have also been brought up in lawsuits regarding the company.
The dangerous content on Roblox is not limited to games. The pedophile hellscape report found that a basic search for adult in the Roblox app revealed a group with 3,334 members openly trading child pornography and soliciting sexual acts from minors. And tracking these members unearthed additional Roblox groups engaged in the same criminal conduct, including one massive group with 103,000 members. Yet Roblox failed even to implement any age restrictions on these criminal groups, deliberately leaving them accessible to all users. God, they even have a public chat wall for a group named Adult Studios, where users could openly solicit child pornography.
All of the AGs have units that pursue internet crimes against children, and Roblox is one of the chief platforms that we have found predators finding kids, but they can also find each other. And whether they are able to share it actually on Roblox or they just agree and they all meet each other and get to know each other, then they can move off that platform and trade CSAM off the platform too. But there is some, I think, reporting that thousands of sex predators have managed to meet each other and then trade CSAM.
That's absolutely disgusting.
If Roblox is getting a percentage of a transaction in which child sexually abusive material is exchanged, would that be a crime?
Potentially. It all depends what they know and when they knew it. There's gross negligence and carelessness, and then there's active concealment and disregard. Again, two different areas, and I'm a rule of law guy. I'm never going to go in and accuse somebody of explicit criminal conduct until we know that they've done it. But here, there was certainly enough to get our attention, to scare us and make us realize, this could be more than just a civil consumer protection issue.
In most states, we have limited the access of people who are convicted sex predators. They can't go into parks. They can't go into schools. There are places where they cannot go, and yet the internet is just open season on kids.
Roblox has not done a good enough job with age verification.
The time that I filed the lawsuit, I think their age verification amounted to checking a box. It just wasn't meaningful age verification. There are much more robust ways to verify age and to restrict access through parental controls and make sure that they can't simply be circumvented.
Facing growing scrutiny, Roblox has introduced a series of safety changes aimed at limiting how minors communicate and what they can access. Direct messaging for younger users is now more restricted. Parental controls have been expanded, and access to private or more mature experiences has been tightened. The goal is clear: reduce risk and give parents more oversight. But the question remains, how effective are these measures in practice? On January 1st, 2026, Roblox introduced a new age verification system, requiring users to confirm their age through facial scanning in order to access chat features on the platform. Users who do not complete verification are unable to chat with those who do and are limited to communicating with others in similar age groups.
It's clear to me they don't want to be a platform where children are exploited, even though it's happening. I don't think they're where they need to be. They reached out to me proactively and have been trying to get feedback and figure out what they can do to make this stop.
They have made some changes, yes, and we're supportive of that. We'll work with anybody that wants to make their business safer for kids, that's going to make business changes that fight back against dangerous predators. But there are still too many cases going on as recently as this past month where we see predatorial activity. So they haven't done enough. There's more that needs to happen.
Roblox is touting its new age verification system as a way to keep children much safer on its platform, and it is a good step. My questions, though, are why did it take so long? Why did the company have to be under such pressure from attorneys generals and victims of predatory behavior on its platform before they acted? In the days following the announcement, critics were quick to point out potential gaps. Other users argue that without access to chat, the platform itself changes, raising concerns about how safety measures may impact the core experience. And for many, the focus isn't just on what's changing now, but on what happened before these measures were put in place.
Recently, Roblox rolled out a big announcement saying it had enhanced age verification.
How many lives were destroyed before they made that decision to say, you know what, we're going to enact safety features could have made a big difference many years ago. They're trying to force survivors into confidential arbitrations where they can't share their story, that they can't warn parents about what's going on. Part of the healing process for many survivors is being able to eventually talk through what happened, to share their story. Schlepp has gained a lot of strength because he experienced something, he shared it. Now it should be up to the survivor. If they want to do something confidentially, they should be given that right. If they want to speak about what happened and warn parents and share their story, they should also have that right. What we hope from this case is to force them, whether it's through legislation, whether it's through the lawsuits, whether it's through public pressure, to change its game, to make it safer.
Roblox does have a story to tell, and it's the predators who commit the crimes here.
I think children are becoming more and more connected with technology. Technology is becoming less and less a privilege and more a necessity. When I grew up, you were not allowed to even have your cell phone on your person in a school. And now everybody has their cell phone. Everybody's connected to the internet 24/7. It's a much different world. And so as we give the world access to our children, the amount of our children that are going to be exploited is going to go up and up. Even the smartest of children are falling prey to many of the extortion scams we're seeing.
Yep.
We live in an environment now where we used to think that our child was safe when they were in our house or in their own bedroom, and they're not. If they're on the internet, if they're on a phone, anything that has them connected to the internet, they are not safe.
I've actually been groomed, I've been victimized on this platform. I'm just trying to help stop child predators within the community.
Yep.
In a perfect world, our children would be able to enjoy a gaming platform like Roblox without fear of being exploited. Sadly, that is not our world. As we've told you, Roblox has implemented age verification and facial recognition in an attempt to prevent predators from engaging children. Roblox has also started a Parents Champions program to involve the parents of children on the platform in its safety initiative. But listen to this. In order to participate, parents must sign a non-disclosure agreement and agree to never seek a legal claim against Roblox or any of its employees, leaving critics to wonder if the company is more concerned with success than safety. We'll continue to report on this and every other aspect of child safety and to do our part to encourage dialogue and awareness and put predators on notice that we are watching.
I already read that. Yep, that's the end of the let's do my one-on-one. Yeah, but this is a very important issue to report, I guess. If it makes sense. Especially because I am one of the players on Roblox. I am a content creator. I need my viewers to know, like, hey, this is what's going on with the platform. You know? But really, that's all I wanted to do. Make a reaction video. Or, I guess, stream, because we're streaming right now, but yeah. That's basically all she wrote for this one, folks. I'm going to end up going to like heading offline right now. I will be live doing my normal kind of streams soon. I just thought it was important to have you guys watch this with me. And this will also become a video on YouTube for the people who are watching on YouTube. Please consider please consider giving a like and share it to other people who could be affected by this. If you're new, also please consider subscribing. Please consider following.